Let's see. Cordy, I'm not trying very hard to farm things right now. We're mostly just kind of like... dicking.
Well, we're gonna go fight a boss in a bit.
Portable cement mixer. Katana.
How long's our path?
Skin.
Dude, we need this path to be this long.
Yeah.
This is fairly short, honestly.
Yeah. Like, this would be a hell of a lot faster if there weren't all of these monsters.
Yeah, they're pissed. Bird, do you have a P.O. box? People have been asking me to set up a P.O. box because they keep trying to send me shit. Like, I've had people offer to send me, like, video game consoles and stuff, and I don't even know how to respond to that sort of generosity.
I've never had anybody offer that to me, but then again...
N64s and shit. It's not like, you know, somebody's offering to offering to buy me an Xbone or whatever. Still, I'm not gonna look the gift horse in the mouth. That's not the point.
Absolutely.
The point is, like, yeah.
Oh, Bird, are you still holding a blue candle?
No.
Am I?
You would see it in the upper left. No, neither of us is holding a blue candle. It's a status effect.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, I throw away blue candles, water candles. They're just not worth a whole lot.
Yep.
They're good during blood moon if you want to farm up a lot of money.
Yeah, we don't care that much.
No.
Let's see.
Oof. Hang on. Ow. Oh, that felt good.
Just shifting.
I just popped my back a little bit.
Yeah. That shit is always satisfying. Unless it, like, really hurts.
I've never had that happen. But you know what really fucking hurt? This happened a couple of days ago. I was gonna stretch out. And, just like, I just woke up in my bed and I was like, time for a little nice morning stretch or whatever. And I stretched out my leg. And I gave myself the worst calf cramp. It was so painful. Those. It was ungodly painful.
I call them Charlie horses. Do you call them Charlie horses?
No, this was way worse than a Charlie horse. My foot got locked in a position where I couldn't move it. My toes were pointed.
Yep. And that happens to me all the time.
Oh god, it's
I have that problem. I have that problem frequently. It's I actually, when I started dating Shell and we were actually, like, starting to sleep together, like, I warned her, if I ever get out of bed, do not touch me. I'm going to be flailing and very, very distressed. And, like, I don't think she ever quite understood why until, like, it actually took a while before, like, she encountered it. But effectively, I woke up just in, like, serious pain, you know, legs pointed, she flicked on the light and you could see my, like, leg muscles spasming. Really bad.
That's always really fun to watch, but good lord is it painful.
Oh, it hurts so bad. But,
and, like, I was doing my best to try and, like, push my heel out so that, like, the pain went away.
I start running.
It just can't. You just can't do it. It's just like, it's locked in. Your muscle just stops working because the cramping is so bad.
Pretty much, yeah. It sucks.
Yep. I never had that happen. I'd seen videos of happening to other people, and I was like, that is so painful and funny looking, but so painful. Just watching the little muscle fibers do the dance of, oh my god, I'm in so much pain.
Yeah, the dance of, like, fuck, 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 fuck,
like,
fuck.
you can see their muscle fibers individually, like, firing, and, like, your entire, like, calf muscle basically looks like somebody took an ice cream scooper to it.
Yep.
You can't move your foot down, and then when you do, it feels nice. I didn't feel nice. I just felt like I was in way less pain.
Yeah, there's no nice about this.
Yeah.
It's just pain and then less pain, which is desirable.
Mm-hmm. Like, it hurt for 4 days. It still hurts. My left leg still hurts.
My coach was my coach in high school for sports was I was on the track team. He was like
sports. Oh, okay.
I mean, track.
You got the #1 trophy and achievement in sport.
In sport ball.
You scored many points, souls.
Yes, but so he was a Vietnam veteran, like sergeant, you know, the drill sergeant type. So like the guy that would yell at you, you know, get in line, you know, all the order stuff. I don't think I ever got the fact that like me and running is a very sensitive topic. Like if I can't run, I can't run, and he was just always like, you know, wander. You know, stop lollygagging or whatever, and I'm just like on the ground being like, my leg is fucked. And he never got it. But he kind of left me alone. He would make snide comments here and there about like you know, lazy members of the team not like participating in sprinting. Yeah, sprinting with me is horrible. Like I cannot sprint. It just results in bad. But he tolerated me because I was the only only non-muscle head on the discus team, and therefore I was the only person that knew how to throw a discus.
You're the only person who got to throw a discus on the discus team.
Yeah,
that's bad.
Have you ever
go pick up my coins?
Have you ever seen like actually like Olympic level discus?
I mean the plates are fucking enormously heavy.
No, not the physical thing. I mean like.
Oh, the throwers?
The
they're buff as shit.
No. Like what they do, like the technique.
Oh yeah. The technique is incredibly difficult to do. It's probably one of the most intricately challenging things at track and field.
It's awesome. And I was really good at the spin. Unfortunately, I was like a foot shorter than the next best guy and 120 pounds lighter. Like I was very small. They would pick me up for fun, and I'm like just barely 6 feet tall. So it's like, well, no, I'm just shy of 6 feet tall. So it's like these guys are massive dudes. And
I have to use the bathroom really, really badly. So finish up your story. Just letting you know.
I was just gonna say, it's like they would pick me up and make jokes about having me be the shot put, and
That's
I was
cute.
like, if you guys were like actual like the bully jocks, I would be really annoyed. But no, you're just nice dudes that like making jokes, so I can tolerate this.
All right, I'll be right back. I use the bathroom and get more to drink.
All right. Let's see. QWERTY, yeah, once we take out the wall of... What the... Wow, that bone serpent was gunning for it. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely down for getting that yo-yo. Oh. There we go. Double Charlie horse while swimming at a party cove. Almost everyone was drunk. Woman saved her life. Oh. Oh, man, yeah. No. Charlie horses while swimming are terrible. I'm lucky as far as swimming goes. I'm fairly good at it. But yeah, anytime I try and swim that like involves pointing my toes in any way, shape, or form, I get the worst Charlie horses. They are horrifying. I just am lucky. Fuck. I'm just lucky because I can like physically just manhandle my way out of the water. But, man, yeah, I can see that being terrifying. Oof. I don't even want to think about that. Like, you're in pain, and then you're drowning, and it's just like, well, fuck everything. Ow. Fuck you. Should probably actually just use the yo-yo for half of this. Oh, you've got a fair platform set starting. Walking the dog, walking the dog. Wow, actually, this is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. We've actually made some pretty damn good progress on this.
Okay, I'm back.
So you are. Oops. I'm almost out of bullets for my gun already. I'm gonna have to go buy a bunch more.
That's fine. You have the money to afford it.
Oh, yeah.
So, Wander, what trait do you admire most in people?
Dunno. Let me think about it.
Do you not admire anybody?
Yeah. Honestly, like, industriousness, if that makes sense.
Just
like,
how much work they can put forward?
Yeah.
Not skill, just how much they can, like, you know, put nose to the grindstone.
Yeah. I'm actually, like, as far as things go, I actually rank skill pretty low under, like, traits that I admire, because anybody can be good at a thing, but not everybody can be, like, a good hard worker.
No, it's very true, and that's why people always say that, like, if you have a kid or whatever, the most important thing you can do is praise their industriousness.
Yes.
Which is very true.
Yep.
Not like their talent. Because that puts pressure on them to perform that they, like, can't comprehend, like, how to deal with. Because then it becomes about maintaining the appearance of, like, your...
being really good. Yeah, exactly.
And, like, actually getting better at it. So you end up fostering, like, the ability to take the easy way out, whatever looks good, rather than, like, what is good. All sorts of really fucked up stuff can happen if you, like, if you, like, praise somebody too much for, their skill versus their industriousness.
Did you see the most recent, women, like, the most recent Olympics with the Russian, gymnast team?
No.
Where effectively they lost, but they were all crying and unhappy looking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That made me so angry that, like, there was this culture of, like, it's acceptable for them to be this. I mean, sure, they only get one shot at this. I recognize that. But it's like, if I, as a regular person, like, who can't even go to the Olympics, like, they should be beaming just by the fact that they made it there and did as well as they did. Like, I don't know, it always annoys me when people are, like, super, like, win, lose, gotta whatever. And I will admit, I do try hard from time to time, but, like, when it's, like, your pride is on the line for winning and losing, because, like, you can't have the appearance of being a loser, it's just like, you really need to, like, rethink these things. And so kind of like the nose to the grind.
Well, that was an interesting strategy for mining out that room.
It works. It was just...
It did. It was just very risk.
Yes. Much risk. Zero reward. Oh, I should probably get some better bullets. Yeah, that would make sense.
Are you just buying regular musket balls? Those things suck ass.
Well, that would explain why my damage is garbage.
Yeah, they're basing your musket on your bullet damage.
But, yeah, it's...
That's interesting. I guess I can kind of see where you're coming from. I think in the context of the Olympics, it makes more sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, that's also the Olympics. If you're talking, if it's like, you know, some national level bullshit, then yeah, there's no reason to get that upset over it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, other situations. I mean, really, I just get really grumpy when I see somebody that could be really good. And they're squandering it because they're lazy or they're...
Oh, that's the worst. Oh, that's so hard to watch.
Run, lava,
because it's like... What? It's like people would die to have, like, a modicum of that person's, like, skill, and they just, like, don't give a shit about it. That is very, very hard to see. Happens all the time with singers, because, you know, lots of singers, by and large, were born with their voices.
Yep.
Lots of them don't have to work that hard at it comparatively. Man. And the people that squander it are just the worst.
Bird, did you ever know anybody that was a squeaker?
A squeaker?
Yeah, do you know when they hit puberty, they had, like, really high-pitched, like, awful voice?
Yeah.
Were you a squeaker?
No.
I'd
been singing for years before. Oh, I didn't know that. I'd been singing for years before my voice changed, so my voice literally just went, like, smooth as silk. It was the nicest voice change.
That's nice. Yeah, my voice went... My voice was so high-pitched that I didn't have friends for an entire, like, 3/4 of a year, which would be the extent of me living in North Carolina, because nobody wanted to be associated with me and my weird-ass voice. Like,
that's sad.
Yeah, it was really depressing. I actually had a friend, like, the closest friend I had in the area, except for the one guy with the bottle cap glasses. He was a good friend. I miss him. But, like, I actually had a guy who I thought was a fairly close friend say, like, yeah, we should be, like, school friends now. Instead of, like, you know, hanging out after school and stuff like that. Yeah. I was just like,
ouch.
I have no interest in you as a person anymore. That was just, you are the douchiest.
You are the dick. He really was, though, based on what I've heard.
And it sucked.
That is dick douchiest.
And it sucked, too, because he was, like, maybe 3 minutes from my house, and he was the only person that was, like, close by. So it's like, hey, we could hang out and stuff. And, like, we both played Diablo a lot. So, like, would have been great, but just nope.
I knew one person whose voice was squeaky, but frankly, no one really gave a shit about it, which I guess is okay.
I think
that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually a really weird middle school too, because it was like kind of down south, but like the ethnic distribution was like, you know, 50% African American, 50% white. There were no Asian kids in the entire school, save for one dude. Who was like super popular as a result because he was such an oddity that everybody wanted to be friends with him. So I thought that was kind of weird and kind of sad in a way.
Middle school thing I've ever heard.
But exactly. But so unfortunately, like, most of the African American students weren't very interested in schooling, which I mean is kind of a sad stereotype, but they perpetuated it. Because most of them wanted to be in like either basketball players or rappers, or both.
Well,
and it was a very consistent
stupid
thing.
move on my part. Apparently, so, like, Michael Axe49 has defected over to my chat and wants to let you know.
Okay, sorry to hear that.
They'll be back, I'm sure.
But yeah. So me being a squeaker was even worse because it's just like, you know, I go from being
No, I'd been singing for years, so I knew how to use my voice. So as soon as my voice changed, I was basically just like, it literally just changed over the course of like a month. And then I was like, cool, this is how I sound now. Although, to be fair, my voice actually has gotten higher and higher as I've gotten older.
Have I heard of Heroes of the Storm? Yes, I just have not played it yet because we haven't had like a full team's worth that would probably be interested. I might try and organize it at some point. It looks fun enough.
You can probably get Dragast and Weasel in.
I don't think so. I think it's outside of their genre. Heroes of the Storm is, I mean, it's a MOBA.
You don't think you can get them to do it? Well, okay, whatever. You know them better than I do.
Those guys are like, well, okay. So Dragast actually, his favorite game ever is Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And every once in a while he will start like being really sad about the fact that nobody gives a shit about Hearthstone on his channel. Because all he does is like Stranded Deep, you know, kind of the YouTuber bait games. So he actually ranks really high for Besiege and Honey Pop, actually. So he complains about that. That's also part of the reason why I don't, like, go into the MOBA stuff too much, because, like it or not, I don't want an audience for that sort of thing, beyond, like, maybe a casual game or two.
I mean, even Awesome Knots was enough for you, I think. I'd be okay with it, but Awesome Knots, but I also really like MOBAs, so there's that. Awesome Knots, however, brought out a certain amount of, I'm gonna go ahead and say NaCl in you.
Hey! So I have trouble with,
it was mostly your audience that did it, though.
Yeah. I felt bad for, like, my handling of the one guy that, like, joined, but it's just like, no.
Yeah, really.
Like, at least Kriegler already knew me, and even then I was pretty close to saying no just because, like, it was uneven team distribution.
DZ Rocker has written 23 seconds of song about me already.
That's impressive.
If I have 2 songs written in my honor, I will probably retire, which makes DZ Rocker sound like, yeah, it probably makes him sound very happy.
Hold your horses.
How much he unsubs from me.
Yeah, no, I liked Awesome Knots and I'd play it again, but I think I would like to maybe
just keep it to YouTube side of things.
Well, I was actually
streaming it on Twitch. I don't know.
Streaming it wasn't terrible. I was just gonna say, why don't we try and like get maybe Core or something like that, somebody a little bit more open to like
laid
MOBA.
back.
Well, yeah, Because, like, I think with Keith...
Core was cool. You know how long it's been since I played with Agent Core?
I
Probably
know.
like a year.
It was... I was actually
And
really
I actually
surprised.
really liked, what's his name?
Josh? Yeah.
Karate Chopsticks.
Yeah,
Really
Josh.
cool dude.
Yeah,
I
they're
might,
both great guys.
I might consider doing a like co-commentary with him because I really enjoyed his commentary.
Yeah, the one problem with both of
We
them
had a-
is they are not as talkative as, like, you or I in a Vortex.
No, but we have a really good like
Yeah.
he was
Oh, yeah.
he had good improv skills. He just had to draw it out of him.
Yep.
But I was very impressed with Karate Chop's improv skills. Granted, I was being a little bit more aggressive tonight than I usually am because
Yeah.
I was trying out a new thing. But he rolled with it.
Oh,
I don't know.
there's just so much death here.
Yeah, it's hell though. What can you say?
We're getting really close to the...
That's
end,
fine.
maybe.
I think our path is probably getting pretty much long enough at this point. I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was definitely trying to be a little bit more aggressive with my commentary. So
Yep.
he responded well to it, but I think that you were kind of like, what the fuck is going on with Bird tonight?
You were feisty.
I don't know, I tried changing things up. I tried being
That's fine.
sassier.
It's fine. Yeah, no one is as talkative as us. Oh god. You know how you were talking about earlier about like nasty, pseudo-nasty comments? Every once in a while I will get somebody commenting on like a review
Just
of mine.
saying they basically shut the fuck up.
Yeah, stop talking so much, and it's like
you've shown us some of those. They're very funny. It's like,
It's
why
just
are
like-
you watching an LP if you don't want the person to talk?
yeah, exactly. Like it was
Keith
my
gets those all the time too, which is really funny.
Yeah.
I have to give DZ Rocker a reason to sub back. Are you gonna write a song for me then unsub? If so, that would be really funny.
yes. Now
I'll
is a
leave my
terrible
gold
time
to
for
you.
me to...
You walked into
shoot,
the
that's-
lava.
I didn't know it was there. Okay. Yeah, I'll make a bunch of meteorite bullets along the way. Oh, it's not a big deal. Though it does suck.
And man, that is
both
what
both
school
of us are dead.
does. We talk about school a lot.
I mean,
When we play
it's kind of one of
Terraria.
those where it's like I never actually really
Everyone's
talked it.
been to it. So
Yeah, it's true. It's a very
we all have
easy
that
common
shared
ground.
experience. Yeah.
Well, also, like, I've never actually talked about my school experiences with pretty much anyone, like high school or college, apart from like the
True.
couple of things I've talked about during Cavern Kings. Just because, like, I've never really had many people to commiserate with, apart from, you know, my... Oh, shoot. What's the martial art she's really good at?
Tai Chi.
Yeah. Yeah, she's good
Yeah,
at
you
Tai
said
Chi and
about
one
Tai
other...
Chi teacher.
Why am I faster than you? Oh,
I don't. You have the anklet of the wind. I gave it to you in the aglet.
oh yeah.
I gave that stuff to you a while ago, but still.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we never found another one of those, which is kind of a shame.
Well, we barely. The jungle was very small.
Yeah, that's true. No, I think we should open up, like, an expert world at some point. Maybe, well,
Yeah.
not an expert, a large expert world. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna flood this lower level.
You might only get 45. Watch out. I gave you problems.
I see it.
Okay, good. You might only get 45 minutes of song. Well, I mean, if you get that, then you've written more music than I have in like 2 years. I hope you turn that around. I was listening
Okay.
to Ronald Jenkins, and then that's what really inspired my latest kick of
Jenkins is the
songwriting.
shit. We should,
He's so good. What's up?
I was
Played the
gonna
game
say,
that he
like,
wrote the OST for.
yeah, I was gonna say, if we ever get to the point where... Oh, is Xavier player? If we ever get to the point where, like, we're physically in proximity, I would totally buy, like, a DDR pad, and we could just play through that, like, switching off or something like that, because it would be hilarious.
It would be really funny. Ow!
That's okay. I'm still around. He's dead.
That's good. Collect my money, please.
But, yeah, no, I already
It's
got it.
above you. No, you didn't. It's right
Oh,
there.
you're right.
Yeah.
Right, you can see where you died.
I mean, I've written songs before, but I wrote them in the context of a band, which makes it a fuck ton easier, because if you get stuck in a song and you're writing the song by yourself, you're pretty much screwed. If you're writing a song in the context there are 3 other people to help you, it's a lot easier to finish the song.
3 lava slimes just are like, hi, we want to be your friend. We want to be your friend, Wanderbot. We want to be your friend.
You're just like, you know, we need to vet you for microphone quality, slimes.
Yes, yes. and commentary skills.
We need to see your YouTube channel before we be friends.
In all seriousness, though, like, if that one person hadn't, like, shown up and been, like, a complete drain on that one session with TLE, I think I'd be much more accepting on it. But, like, the first fan I ever let guest star on just ruined it. Just ruined it so hard.
Was they the person that spoke only in memes?
Yes.
Oh. You've talked about that person very infamously, but now I understand why. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like, I would be much more gracious about this sort of thing if I didn't already know, like, have first-hand experience of, like, why you generally don't want to do it. It's also one of those where volume after a certain point is a massive issue.
True.
Because, like, we have 30 people watching us right now, and this is a slow point. Yeah. You okay down there?
Yeah.
But, like, okay. I don't know, I just saw, like, a whole entourage following you, and I was like, should I help?
They're all dead.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not bad like Brian. I'm able to handle myself.
Until you don't, because... Get back here! I've got a yo-yo for you! Yep. Hey, you know, the wall of flesh, I can actually use my spells on him this time around. As opposed to just missing left and right.
I know.
Oh, fuck! I just ran straight into the lava like a dingus.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. That's gonna be our little secret. Oh, what? Shit. I'm on fire.
What did you... what?
Nothing. I just trolled the shit out of you and you didn't even notice.
Fair enough.
It's okay. It was a very light trolling. It was a really funny one because you didn't notice, but still.
Was it the bad luck Brian comment?
No, that was me pushing it. You missed another one, though.
That didn't make any sense. What'd you do, Bird?
No, don't worry about it.
I mean,
the path is good. I feel like the path is good, too. You want to summon the wall of flesh and see what happens?
Let's... wait. No, let's expand past here. This is the last apartment building.
Apartment building? We're in fucking hell. It's not like this shit's
an apartment.
Actually like rent-a-call and controlled.
It's an apartment.
What,
real estate is good.
This isn't an apartment building. If this is anything, this is like, you know, a housing project.
Real estate is good. Just because the neighbors are shitty doesn't mean it's not a good abode.
Have you ever heard of Koyaanisqatsi?
Nope. No idea who that is.
It's a movie. Soundtrack by Philip Glass. It's fine. Anyway, so Koyaanisqatsi is a terrible movie, in my opinion. But it featured one segment that was really, really fun to watch, because I was incredibly high when I saw it. And, it was about, like, it was basically the footage of people demolishing a building set to Philip Glass music. And it was a housing project. And the building was, like, really, really, really ridiculously creepy. Okay. So basically the thing about it is that all the windows were knocked out, but it was built in such a grid that you can see through it at any given time from any angle. So it basically looked like this giant hollow building set to Philip Glass music being demolished. I tell you what, it was really scary to watch when you're incredibly high.
I could imagine that.
Now whenever I think of housing projects, I think of that thing.
I've told you I've never been high, right?
Yeah, you've mentioned it. Bird was high, lol. I mean, Bird's never been like a stoner, but Bird's had a lot of stoner friends. And, you know, if you have a lot of stoner friends, eventually you get high. It
I had stoner
happens.
friends, but they were all, like, having trouble with distribution, so they all just smoked cigarettes instead. Alright, that's good enough. I'm going to go back.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch into my caster gear, and then we'll be good. Ah.
Okay. This one time I got really, really high, and I texted Ladybird saying that I thought I was coming out of a coma, and she didn't exist.
Yeah, I remember. You told me this, I want to say the last time we were playing Terraria and fighting the Wall of Flesh, actually.
Weird, I think you're right.
Oh wait, I'm already wearing my caster gear. Whoops.
I mean, I haven't gotten high in 6 years. It's not like I'm anything like a stoner. Believe me.
Deadly or do we want agile? Oh, we want agile. Or deadly. Damn.
But,
Not gonna be using the counterweight. Don't care about obsidian platforms. I just gotta clear my inventory first.
I think you're right. I did tell you the story about how I was also doing music theory homework, and my notes were the size of the whole staff. You're right. I have other high stories. What are other high stories? So this is actually kind of a cool story where my parents actually were good. So this one time I was in high school. Yeah, don't worry about it. This one time I was in high school, and I had like some stoner friends, and I was graduating high school. And so they were like, we're going to give you some weed as a graduation present. And I was like, cool, guys, whatever. I'm not going to turn it down, but I have no idea what to do with it. So they gave me a baggie of weed. And then I move off to college, and I'm like, I should take that bag of weed with me. This was like 7 months later, by the way. I was like, I should take that bag of weed with me because, like, I don't want my parents finding it while I'm out and thinking that I'm a stoner. So I, like, took it with me, and I forget about it. 2 years later, as I'm moving out of the dorms, I still have this bag of weed, and I'm just like... okay, I guess I have to take this out of the dorms now. I can't just leave it here because then I might get in trouble if the RA sees it when I, like, move out. So I take it home with me, and I left it in my pants pocket, and my mom, finds it when she decides she's going to do my laundry for me as, like, a little gift. And she's like, Adam, what is this? Oh, shit, I just said my name. Well, anyway, she's like, birdcatcher... whatever. She's like, Adam, what is this? And I just start laughing my ass off because it's weed that I have been carrying for literally 2.5 years at this point, trying to hide it from various people and never smoking it. So I just start laughing uncontrollably, and I tell her the whole story. She totally believed it because I think I was just laughing through so much, like, it was just so ironic to me that I eventually got caught carrying this shit that I've been trying to hide for that long. And she actually didn't give a shit about it. She was like, oh, that's a very interesting story. And then she threw it away. Because, frankly, that shit was very, very old. I wasn't even mad.
Yeah.
Like, it was basically dirt again at that point. It had turned back into sunbeams.
Yeah. Cordy, I know his name. I've known his name for a while. I just never call him by it because, I mean...
We have a thing about that, apparently.
We do?
Yeah.
I just go by the fact that
Bird didn't think about just flushing it down the toilet or throwing it in the trash. Well, I thought about maybe I would want to smoke it eventually, and I did. And it was really, really fun. But I didn't smoke all of it. So, I might as well tell that story. So, I had some friends who were into salvia, and they told me if you mix salvia and weed, you get, like, the best of both. And I was like, I have weed, and they were like, we have salvia. One thing led to another, and for whatever reason, we started smoking it. Weird how that happens. Anyway, so we started smoking weed and salvia combined. And, like, the thing about salvia is that it's effectively like a religious experience, but it's only 5 minutes long. And weed is stupid, but it lasts, like, forever. But you combine them both, and you get, like, this crazy awesome high that lasts for forever.
I'm currently racing a bone worm to you. It's kind of great.
Anyway, so I'm behind you, by the way. Anyway, so
Yeah, you are.
yeah. So basically, I got so high off of salvia weed that I thought that the people that were sitting and watching, like whenever they spoke, symbols flew out of their mouth that were colored individually to that person. So I had a friend that was cyan and a friend that was purple. And they would just like speak and like geometric shapes would come out of their mouth.
Bird, I'm a dingus. I'll be right back.
Okay. Did you forget your voodoo doll?
No, I got the voodoo doll. I totally forgot my,
Gun?
Totally No, I have my gun. I don't know how much damage that's gonna do. No, I totally forgot my mana.
No, dude, space gun.
No. Ooh, yeah, no, I'll get rid of that. I don't actually have my space gun. I've got my just handgun gun.
Okay.
But I didn't use
Anyway,
the lava gun.
So other things. I saw another one of my friends turn into a crocodile, and then he ended up spiraling in on himself and like becoming his own tail, and then his tail turned into colors that don't exist. But they were halfway between purple and orange.
Okay, I've drank all the potions I can. Before anything else
Hi, Minecraft Johnny. How are you doing tonight?
Before anything else goes, good luck, bird.
All right, good luck. I'll see you on the other side of hell. Oh, that's what you're getting.
AK, fuck him up. Fuck him up, lasers.
I'm gonna get that shit going too, dude.
I'm not even. Every time he hits me, I get more shots too. I don't even know how much. Don't get too far, by the way.
True, he might get despawned.
No, he grabs you.
Oh, that's right. That's what he does. And this
We're
fight's
actually
going
doing a
super duper easy.
Fair amount of damage to him.
Well, Skeletron is probably the hardest boss in my opinion. I don't see any difference between him and regular non-expert mode.
I have yet to see it. Maybe a little bit more burning.
I suppose,
Fuck.
what should we even call non-expert mode? Dumbass mode? I guess
Ow.
normal mode, but even normal mode doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering there's already hard mode.
He's maybe a little bit more aggressive with the lasers.
Yeah, I think that might be the big difference. He's got lasers. He's almost dead, man.